Hello everybody, Ed0626 here, bringing you another new game. Seems I've been doing that a lot for you guys lately, but like I always say, the more the merrier in terms of games I play, so I can get across to different audiences. Anyway, the game I'm playing here is called Dreadnought. What it basically is, it's a space reskin of, well, not a reskin, it's basically a space ripoff of World of Tanks. For whatever reason, I saw it, I think y'all have probably seen it. It was advertised a little bit on television for a while, and I wanted to see if PS4 had it, so I typed it in. It was a free game, so I'm like, fuck it, it's free, right? And why not? It was a little bit of gigabytes. I put it on my hard drive, and I was like, alright, I'll try it out. If I don't like it, I'll just delete it. Well, I've been playing it for a little while now, and it's a decent game. Like I said, it's more of like a space ripoff of World of Tanks, and I've become a very big fan of that lately, believe me. So basically, it's not a horrible game. I do actually enjoy it when I'm able to, actually fucking move, because, like I always say, the problems I have, aiming, or not aiming, but moving has been quite, well documented on my channel in recent weeks, because my left control stick is absolutely fucked, and I need a new controller by the time the Star Wars beta comes out, definitely, because I can't even play Star Wars Battlefront anymore, because I can't even move in that game. So basically, this is what you're basically watching me do right now. I'm using a type, I don't know all the names of the ships or whatever, but I'm using a type of ship that's basically considered a sniper. It has no armor, so that's why you pretty much see me get wasted in pretty much no time. So you easily get wasted sometimes in this game, depending on the type of class or type of ship you decide to use. Like I said, the gun on this ship is the most powerful, or at least one of the most powerful in the game as far as I know, but it just has no armor to it, and it's just, ugh, God, it's bad. As you can see, I'm trying to get trying to lead on this ship right here to get a perfectly timed shot on it, and I actually end up being successful, and I actually get the kill here before I get taken out relatively quickly. As you see there, what I just did was there's an energy bar on the side of the screen, the right side, and what I did was I decided to have all my energy being stored up to that one weapon by pressing the skull thing on the control pad. And by doing that, my gun will be extremely powerful, so I could, deal the death blow on the bitch, as I always say. So, pretty much after this, though, because I'm about to get killed by this little fighter thingy here, because I just can't do anything. Because you can only shoot from that front end of the gun. There's no guns really to, at least I don't think there are any guns that counter that thing. So I really just got caught in a bad position, and I just died. And I was like, you know what? I'm probably gonna have to switch to something different. So I decided to switch to the a destroyer-like vessel. I don't know. It's kind of like a cross between like some sort of destroyer and battleship, basically. I don't know, it's hard to explain, or cruiser or something. I don't know. It's something like that. I just call them destroyers or cruisers or whatever. But it's like the tier. It's like the next best ship next to the Dreadnought itself, which is the biggest ship you can have in the game, which is also one of the most well armed and has the most armor. This ship is this is probably one of the better ships I like to use next to the Dreadnought, because it's somewhat maneuverable. The Dreadnought's maneuverability is actually very slow, so using this ship, to get quick kills and stuff, because this thing also has a shit ton of laser cannons. Excuse me. So I could basically shoot them from any angle and I'll be fine. So that's basically why I like this class so much. I've actually just recently upgraded all of this so that I could do better in so I can actually do better in combat. So yeah, other than that, I mean, honestly, this game is good. It's just I just don't play it much because of the fact that I can't move, and when I can't move, don't have much fun playing this game because it's just really fucking difficult sometimes. And it's just like when there are times where I can't move at all. Like you saw, I had to swipe up. That basically puts all the half my energy into my boosters, so I could move at least a little bit better. So when I'm able to do that, it comes a little bit more in handy for me. But see, I think I got that kill there. But yeah, it's like I said, man. It's basically I like this game. Just sometimes it's a pain in the ass. That's all. I'm trying to hunt down that little fighter thing that took me out a little earlier. I didn't get the kill, but I ended up doing enough damage where I ended up doing enough damage where I could just at least have him go away for a little while and have him get taken out. But I think that was the Dreadnought or whatever. So yeah. So in other words, this game has a lot of potential. I heard it's actually relatively popular. Believe it or not, I've seen quite a few YouTube videos on it before I made the decision to download this game, and it's not, like I said, it's not a bad game whatsoever. It's something I actually enjoy playing when I actually have time and I'm actually able to, move a little bit and all that type of shit. But it's just, it's just, I don't know. It's kind of like I said, it's kind of like a cross between Star Wars and World of Tanks, or Warships, whichever one you choose to call it. It might even be a little bit more like World of Warships because it kind of has that similar-esque type of, shooting at thing. Because sometimes in World of Warships, I don't have World of Warships because I don't play it on PC, and I think it's only PC exclusive right now. There are times where, like how I'm doing right now, like I'm shooting my cannons from the side and not doing a very good job defending myself. Sometimes you can only shoot your cannons from the side, and or like those side cannons will be the only cannons that could shoot. And it's that's basically what it reminds me of World of Warships, because sometimes World of Warships you can only shoot all your guns if you're aiming from the side of your ship, so that type of thing, like you're showing your broadside, basically, I think is what they call it. But I think the one thing I don't like about this game as much is the fact that, especially with my limited movement, having to get into battle is a bit of a pain. Just trying to drive to at least the center of the map is a big issue for me. I know you can always make the argument, oh, just get a new controller, but right now, which I'm probably going to end up doing, like I said before, the Star Wars Battlefront beta. But that's basically my only issue, is the fact that I kind of spawned a little bit too far away. I kind of think with some of the ships that are slow as fuck, getting to combat is a little bit more difficult. So that's basically my take on that. And honestly, come to think of it, I really think if like Star Wars made a game like the game would be wildly popular. Like I know in Star Wars Battlefront and Battlefront 2 they have Fighter Squadron or Starfighter or Assault, depending on whatever the hell you want to call it. I think it's where I think I take out this fighter somewhere. I don't know. I feel like I took that little fighter thing out. But yeah, like I was saying, if Star Wars Battlefront had or at least Star Wars made a new game altogether, trying like having a game where like massive ships would just fight each other, and maybe like have like one or two people be, it's kind of like this because it's like 5-man teams. So imagine like having like a 10-15-man team, and you have a fleet of massive warships like in Star Wars, like like some of the battles, like the Battle of Coruscant in the beginning of what is it, Revenge of the Sith. Did I take that guy out? Ooh, I took him the fuck out. Like that's one of my favorite battle scenes in the entire Star Wars franchise, is the space battle on Coruscant. That, along with stuff like the Death Star and shit. Like honestly, this is probably one of the things I hope Starfighter Assault brings. Like you can play as massive warships in some capacity, because I really love like the massive scale of warfare and shit. That's why I like playing games like World of Tanks so much. Like it's a a lot of big ass maps. You know, some of the tanks are really good, big ass tanks you can shoot people with. And then in Star Wars you can have so many ships like the Republic cruiser, the Separatist cruiser, the Star Destroyers, the iconic Star Destroyers, I should say. Even some of the Rebel ships, which are not as, I guess some people are not as well known to some people. And even some of the new stuff that they've been coming out with, you know, that type of shit. That'd be pretty cool, and to have, you know, like basically have it like set up like how Dreadnought has it. It's space battles, you know, people could just shoot each other until one of them blows up or whatever. It'd be a really cool concept. I really would think if Star Wars ever decided to make a game of that scale and that capacity, which is probably might be impossible right now, but probably given how, you know, gaming technology as a whole has evolved over the last few decades, not maybe like even the last 5 years, 5 or 6 years, like not even the last few decades. The last 5 or 6 years, the gaming technology in gaming has become huge. You know, it's probably been better than it ever has been before, and I think they could make a game like this. Honestly, I would definitely buy it. I don't know about you. I don't know about you watching this video, but if that's something that you are interested in, that'd be cool to put down in the comments section. Excuse me, my fucking throat is bothering me. But so yeah, basically Dreadnought. It's a fun little game to play for a little while. Again, it's kind of like World of Tanks, where if you're not playing with a group of people, it's kind of not as fun. So I highly suggest, if you feel like you want to play the game. I think it's still free on PlayStation 4. I don't know, because this game is in its beta state, so to speak, so I don't even know how long this is going to go for, this whole beta thing, but I bought it, so I'm going to keep it as long as I can keep it. And if this is the only video I end up posting of it, it's the only video I end up posting. Because I don't know if the game's going to be free, I don't know if the game is going to be, you know, you're going to have to buy it on PSN store when, you know, the beta stage is done. So either way, it's a game I would take advantage of while you have the chance. See if you like it, and if you don't like it, you don't like it. You know, that type of thing. It's definitely one of those games where if you like it, you like it, and if you don't like it, you don't like it. Right now, I'm kind of in between. I'm still kind of on the fence. But either than that, I think it's a pretty decent game. It has a lot of potential down the road, and it's pretty cool. So, you know, it's not something, despite the fact that it's kind of like World of Tanks, it's kind of like a reskin, because you have to, there are certain aspects in this game that's also really similar in World of Tanks. You know, I think this game is really good. So if you want to, you know, so let me know what you think about it in the comments section. You know, hit me up on it on the comment section or Twitter. And I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. And I'll see you all on the next upload. Hope you all have a great day. And catch y'all later.